Do you ever feel exhausted for no reason, forget things you just learned, or get strange tingling sensations in your hands and feet? If so, your body could be trying to tell you something important, something millions of people miss. Vitamin B12 is one of the most vital nutrients for your energy, brain, and nerves, yet up to 40% of adults are unknowingly deficient. In this video, you'll discover 10 strange but powerful signs that your body desperately wants more vitamin B12, the real reasons behind them, and how to restore healthy levels naturally, so you can think clearer, feel stronger, and live better. Stay with me to the end, because I'll also share the best ways to test your levels and absorb B12 efficiently, even if you've struggled in the past. And if you're ready to take charge of your health, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Let's dive right in. Vitamin B12 isn't just another vitamin. It's your body's ignition key. It powers red blood cell production, keeps your brain sharp, and protects your nerves from damage. But here's the problem. Even if you eat a balanced diet, your body might not be absorbing enough. Age, medications, and gut health can all quietly block B12, leaving you tired, foggy, or even depressed, and most people never connect the dots. In today's video, we'll uncover 10 unusual warning signs that your body is craving vitamin B12 symptoms that might seem random, but actually point to the same root cause. We'll explore what's happening inside your body, what it means for your long-term health, and how to fix it naturally using foods and habits that really work. Ready? Let's start with the first strange sign your body gives when it's running low on this vital nutrient. Number 1. Constantly feeling cold, especially in your hands and feet. One of the most common and easily missed signs of vitamin B12 deficiency is an ongoing sensation of coldness, especially in your extremities. You might notice your fingers and toes feel icy or numb, even in a warm room. This happens because vitamin B12 is required to produce healthy red blood cells, which carry oxygen and heat throughout your body. When B12 levels drop, your blood becomes less efficient at delivering oxygen to tissues, and circulation weakens. The result is a deep internal chill that doesn't go away with a blanket or a cup of tea. In addition, low B12 can cause mild nerve damage, known as peripheral neuropathy, which interferes with the way your nerves sense temperature and pressure. So even if your body temperature is normal, your nerves may interpret sensations as cold. Common causes include a diet lacking in B12-rich foods like meat, eggs, and fish, or low stomach acid, which reduces absorption. If this sounds familiar, improving your B12 intake and digestive health can often restore proper warmth and circulation within a few weeks. Number 2. Deep vertical ridges on the fingernails. Your nails can reveal a lot about your internal health, and deep vertical ridges are one of the lesser-known signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. Normally, your nails grow smoothly as new cells form at the nail matrix under the skin. But when your body is low in B12, oxygen delivery to this area drops, slowing down nail cell regeneration. As a result, grooves or ridges begin to form that grow out with the nail over time. These ridges may appear more pronounced with age, particularly in people over 50, because stomach acid naturally declines, making it harder to absorb B12 from food. If you notice that your nails have become brittle, dull, or have ridges that weren't there before, it's worth considering your B12 levels. Supporting digestion with natural stomach acid boosters like apple cider vinegar in water before meals can enhance B12 absorption, especially in older adults. Over time, as your B12 stores rebuild, nail growth often becomes smoother and stronger again. It's a small but visible sign that your cells are getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to renew properly. Number 3. Persistent fatigue and muscle weakness. A dragging, heavy kind of tiredness is another hallmark sign that your body may be running low on vitamin B12. You might feel as though gravity is constantly pulling you down, even after a full night's sleep. Climbing stairs feels like lifting weights, and small daily tasks become unusually tiring. This happens because vitamin B12 is essential for converting food into usable cellular energy, It helps form red blood cells that carry oxygen, and it also supports your mitochondria, the power stations inside your cells. When B12 is deficient, oxygen transport slows, and energy production drops sharply. Unlike normal tiredness from lack of rest, B12-related fatigue tends to linger no matter how much you sleep or rest. Some people also experience shortness of breath or lightheadedness during mild exertion. If you find that eating red meat, eggs, or seafood gives you a noticeable energy boost, that's often a clue that your body is craving more B12 and iron. Replenishing your stores through diet or supplements can help restore energy levels and strengthen your muscles over time. Number 4. Tingling or pins and needles sensation in hands and feet. If you often feel tiny electrical shocks, tingling, or numbness in your hands, feet, or legs, especially at night, this could be one of the most telling signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. This symptom happens because B12 is required to maintain the protective myelin sheath that surrounds your nerves. Without enough B12, this coating begins to break down, leaving the nerves exposed and more prone to misfiring. That's when you start feeling those strange pins and needles sensations or mild burning in the skin. Over time, nerve function can become more impaired, leading to balance problems, weakness, or coordination issues. Many people mistake these symptoms for poor circulation, arthritis, or even aging. But in reality, their nerves are literally starving for B12. This is especially common among older adults or vegetarians who get little or no B12 from animal foods. In most cases, improving your B12 levels through diet or supplementation can help restore normal nerve function and reduce tingling. However, because nerve tissue heals slowly, it can take several weeks or even months to feel fully recovered. Number 5. Pale skin or a yellowish tint. Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed your skin or the whites of your eyes appear unusually pale or slightly yellow? That's another key signal that your body may be running low on vitamin B12. When you don't have enough B12, your red blood cells become larger and more fragile, a condition known as megaloblastic anemia. These oversized cells often break apart before they can circulate, releasing a pigment called bilirubin. When bilirubin builds up in the bloodstream, it gives the skin a faint yellow or sallow tone. At the same time, fewer healthy red blood cells mean less oxygen reaches your tissues, which makes your complexion appear washed out or dull. Some people even notice dark under-eye circles or persistent fatigue that seems unrelated to sleep. If your diet is low in red meat, poultry, fish, or eggs, or if your digestion is compromised by low stomach acid or certain medications, your body may not be getting enough B12 to support proper red blood cell formation. Once you begin replenishing your B12 stores, your natural skin color and vibrancy often return, along with renewed energy and a brighter complexion. Number 6. Brain fog and memory lapses. Struggling to concentrate, forgetting simple things, or feeling like your mind is wrapped in a thick fog can be another subtle but serious sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. Your brain depends on a steady supply of B12 to make neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that regulate mood, focus, and cognition. When B12 levels fall, nerve communication slows down, and your brain starts to feel sluggish. You may have difficulty remembering words, lose your train of thought mid-sentence, or feel mentally drained even after doing simple tasks. Low B12 also increases homocysteine, a compound that, when elevated, can impair blood flow to the brain and damage neurons over time. This is why long-term B12 deficiency has been linked to cognitive decline, depression, and even dementia. The good news is that replenishing B12, especially through forms like methylcobalamin, can often reverse these symptoms and restore mental clarity within weeks. Many people describe it as the fog lifting. So if your mind hasn't felt as sharp lately, it may be your body's way of asking for more of this vital brain nutrient. Number 7. Shortness of breath and a racing heart. If you find yourself breathing harder after light activity, or notice your heart racing for no clear reason, vitamin B12 deficiency could be a hidden cause. When your body lacks enough B12, it can't produce healthy red blood cells efficiently. With fewer cells to carry oxygen, your heart must pump faster to deliver enough oxygen to your tissues. This can make you feel winded or lightheaded after mild exertion, such as climbing stairs or walking uphill. Some people also notice chest discomfort or palpitations that mimic anxiety or heart issues. While these sensations can be alarming, they're often tied to the oxygen shortage caused by low B12. Over time, untreated deficiency can strain your cardiovascular system, leading to fatigue and circulatory weakness. People with anemia from low B12 may also feel dizzy when standing up quickly. If you experience these symptoms, it's essential to check your B12 and iron levels. Both work together to support red blood cell health. Restoring adequate B12 can help normalize your heart rate, improve oxygen flow, and reduce breathlessness naturally. Number 8. Mouth ulcers and a sore red tongue. If you've ever had painful mouth ulcers or noticed that your tongue feels sore, smooth, or unusually red, it could be another warning sign of vitamin B12 deficiency. This happens because B12 plays a key role in maintaining healthy cells in the mouth and digestive tract. Without enough of it, the tissues in your tongue can become inflamed and lose their normal texture, a condition known as glossitis. Your tongue may appear swollen, shiny, or almost beefy red, and you might feel a burning sensation when eating spicy or acidic foods. Small ulcers or cracks can also appear at the corners of your mouth, making it uncomfortable to eat or talk. Many people think these are caused by stress or lack of sleep, but often it's your body signaling that it's missing essential nutrients like B12, folate, or iron. Since B12 also supports the rapid renewal of mucosal cells, a deficiency can slow healing inside your mouth. Once you start restoring your B12 levels, these symptoms typically fade within a few weeks, and your tongue regains its healthy color and smoothness. Number 9. Vision changes or blurred sight. Surprisingly, one of the lesser-known symptoms of vitamin B12 deficiency can be problems with your vision. Some people begin noticing blurry or dimmed sight, seeing spots or shadows in their visual field, or having trouble focusing for long periods. This happens because low B12 can damage the optic nerve, the cable-like structure that transmits visual information from your eyes to your brain. When this nerve becomes inflamed or weakened, the signal gets disrupted, and your vision may appear fuzzy or distorted. In severe cases, a condition called optic neuropathy can develop, where the central vision is affected the most. The process is gradual and often reversible if caught early. People who follow a vegan diet, the elderly, or those taking medications like metformin or acid blockers are more vulnerable because these reduce B12 absorption. Getting your levels checked and corrected can help protect your optic nerve from long-term damage. Within weeks of B12 restoration, most people notice clearer vision, reduced eye fatigue, and improved focus, showing just how vital this nutrient is for nerve and eye health. Number 10. Mood swings, anxiety, or depression. If you've been feeling unusually emotional, irritable, anxious, or down lately, your brain chemistry could be sending you a signal. Vitamin B12 is essential for producing neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, the very chemicals that regulate mood and emotional stability. Without enough B12, the brain struggles to maintain balanced levels of these feel-good hormones, which can lead to sudden mood swings, sadness, or even clinical depression. In addition, low B12 causes an increase in homocysteine levels, which can trigger inflammation in the brain and disrupt normal neural function. This combination often results in mental fatigue, low motivation, and a lack of interest in activities that used to bring joy. Many people mistakenly assume it's purely psychological, but once they correct their B12 deficiency, their mood and energy improve dramatically. Regularly consuming foods rich in B12, like salmon, eggs, beef liver, and dairy, or taking methylcobalamin supplements can help rebalance your brain chemistry naturally. For anyone dealing with long-term stress or fatigue, restoring your B12 might just be the missing key to feeling like yourself again. Why so many people are deficient. You might wonder, if vitamin B12 is found in so many animal-based foods, why do millions still fall short? The answer often lies in absorption, not diet alone. As we age, our stomach acid naturally decreases. This acid is what frees B12 from food proteins, so it can bind with intrinsic factor, a special compound needed for absorption in the small intestine. Without enough stomach acid or intrinsic factor, even a B12-rich diet won't deliver results. Certain medications, like acid blockers or metformin, also interfere with absorption. So do chronic gut issues like celiac disease, Crohn's, or bacterial overgrowth. That's why some people need sublingual, under the tongue, or injectable B12 for their bodies to truly absorb it. Recognizing these hidden barriers is the first step to solving the problem. How to rebuild your B12 levels naturally. The foundation of recovery begins with nutrition. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods that supply not just B12, but also the cofactors your body needs to use it effectively. Include grass-fed beef, lamb, tuna, salmon, sardines, eggs, and shellfish regularly. For vegetarians, add fortified nutritional yeast, tempeh, and B12-enriched plant milks. Pair these with foods rich in folate like spinach, asparagus, and avocados and vitamin B6 from chickpeas, potatoes, and bananas, since all 3 B vitamins work synergistically to support your brain and red blood cells. If absorption is an issue, consider methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin supplements, the active forms that bypass digestion and go straight into your bloodstream. Always consult your doctor for a quick blood test to confirm levels and decide on the right dosage. And don't underestimate lifestyle support. Prioritize sleep, manage stress, and stay active. Movement boosts circulation, which helps deliver those renewed red blood cells and oxygen throughout your body, amplifying the benefits of B12 restoration. Vitamin B12 may be small, but its impact on your body is enormous, from keeping your nerves sharp and your blood strong to maintaining your mood, energy, and focus. If you recognize several of these signs, from fatigue and tingling sensations to pale skin or brain fog, it's worth checking your B12 levels. A simple blood test can confirm whether you're deficient, and making dietary changes or taking supplements can transform your health faster than you might think. So start adding more B12-rich foods into your meals. Eggs, fish, liver, beef, or even fortified nutritional yeast if you're plant-based. Your body and mind will thank you for it. Let me know what you think about this. And hey, if you've watched this far and haven't liked the video yet, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll be glad to help. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.